We are permitted, man.
Let's go!
Woo! Let's get back to work. That's right, gang. Jordan and I got the permit for this project and we were so excited to be back, and it's great to see you guys again. Now, before, when we were posting videos on this project, we were stressing if it was gonna be 3 or 4 days between videos. It's been like 3 weeks since we posted, so you can imagine the stress level that we've been going through trying to get something out for you guys. But we're so excited to get back to work on our epic shop build. Now, hang on just a minute, Studpack. What about the permitting process? Well, the last video you saw, that was about 90% of the permitting process that we went through. The last 10%, you didn't miss anything. It was more emails, a lot more phone calls, and a bunch more money. That single piece of paper you saw slapped on the door, right around $1,000. Yes, sir. Now, the permitting process was relatively smooth. It did take a month, but we paid for the expedited permit process. What that means is the city's gonna jump on it right away. And the gals over there at the permitting office, they were usually on it the very next day. When we sent something one evening, we had to reply the next day by lunchtime, so that was awesome. But a lot of the waiting was on the fire marshal department. And attached to that state fire marshal letter was something we were not expecting. We're talking about the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act. So the ADA, we love it. If you remember back from my mom's shower that Jordan and I did for her, we made that thing to ADA standards. 36-inch wide opening, grab bars all around, the height of the shower head and the wand was such that she could grab it, all that stuff. And we try to do that wherever we can for our residential clients. A lot of them, that home is their forever home. And so that they can age in place, we do things like add blocking, 36-inch wide doors, all those ADA things you hear about, but you never really think about until you need them. We're doing this epic shower build, so my buddy has a place to clean up after he's working on all his cars in his man cave. He's driving around in 700-800 horsepower machines. Do you think he's worried about a 60-inch turning diameter for a wheelchair? I don't think so. Now, under the ADA, of course, we would need a ramp right here. We've got about a 7-inch step. That means about a 7-foot ramp, which would have come way back here, right in the way of where the cars and trailers come in and out of the shop. An alternative to that would be to make a flat landing right here, and the ramp goes this way along the kitchen wall. That means big railings, toe boards, all that. Probably at least $1,000 just in material. So what else am I talking about? Well, we need that 60-inch turning circle here at the toilet with no obstructions. The urinal would have to go. We don't have 60 inches between these two walls, so we either have to move this one or turn these on the side to have more room. Back here in the shower, we're gonna have to move this shower head over here. So now it's spraying against this glass with a permanent bench. But the vanities, you're gonna have to be able to wheel up in a wheelchair so you can use the vanity. So behind the scenes, Jordan and I were really stressing out because we knew the city was gonna make us comply to all the ADA requirements. It was gonna cost a lot more time and a lot more money to get all that done in our bathroom. But when we got that letter from the fire marshal, we got a complete waiver on the ADA requirements for our bathroom. Woo. Hallelujah. Who even knew that was a thing? So how did we get a waiver? Well, props to my bud who owns this building. He was on the phone with the fire marshal for 2 hours. Now after 10 minutes, I'm done. So you can imagine what the fire marshal was thinking, and I know you're watching, Steve. So gang, we got the green light. So to be honest, gang, Jordan and I are sick of talking about permits, and if you don't mind, we'd like to get back to work. But as you can see, our project has been turned into a massive storage room. This is an active man cave after all, but I say it's time to move all this stuff out of here and get our job site back. Alrighty gang, we got our project back. It's all cleaned up, but the bliss is pretty short-lived, and here's why. As most of you know, Jordan had to be out of his apartment last month, so we moved him out of there. He's living upstairs at our house right now, and by the way, dude, can you keep it down up there? We're getting a lot of complaints from the neighbors.
Yeah, that's my bad.
All right, and at the end of this month, then our lease is up. So all the excitement about being able to start on this project again is being replaced by all the stress and pressure of a major time crunch. So we have to be done with this project by October 31st, because come November 1st, we got nowhere to go. And did I tell you the best part?
No.
I scheduled the rough-in inspection for Thursday.
This Thursday?
This Thursday.
Like 2 days from now, Thursday?
2 days from now.
We're not ready for that, man.
We got this. Let's get to work. Dude, first day back on the job and we already got fittings we forgot to put on the list. I think what actually happened, we had a fittings we forgot list, but that was when we got the cease and desist and I never bought those fittings. So I say, let's run to the store and knock out all this PEX today. Two right there, $18 each. What a deal. All right, guys, we're back from the store. That was a 4:30 store run. Right now it's 5:30, and as you can see over here, we got our trusty LED light set up. This is gonna be our best friend because we're gonna be working nights here. That's fine with us. We love working on this project, and we love cranking out videos for you guys. And to keep me going, we got our yerba mates. Jordan was telling me about this stuff, not sponsored. This was my first one I ever had, and this stuff is pretty good. Don't worry, it's just caffeinated tea, and that's the juice I need tonight. Check it out over here. We got all the PEX done we could tonight. The store didn't have all the fittings we need. We'll make another run in the morning to the plumbing supply. We got this line run right here. It's the hot water for our kitchen sink on the other side. Then we're gonna tee into it tomorrow and put our whips out. Remember, the whips are gonna end up in the pony wall, one here and one over there for our vanities. The other thing we gotta do, we got these 3/4 inch stub outs for our water heater. We're gonna poke through right here, and the water heater is gonna be on the other side in the kitchen. That's gonna make it easy to vent and easy to run the gas line to it. And they're basically gonna have instant hot water right here in the bathroom. But if you remember on the previous one we did over here for the kitchen sink, those stub outs, they were too short because we got a full thickness wall right here. I need to extend this. So I'm gonna go home tonight. I think I got some 3/4 inch copper at home. I already have 2 couplings, get a couple of caps. We're gonna put these right through this wall, space the right distance apart so the plumber can go straight up into the water heater. So that'll go pretty quick. And then we're gonna throw some clamps on all our PEX, make it look nice and neat. And I think that's gonna be it for the water lines. We gotta fix this drain over here. A lot of you pointed out this combo fitting is not correct, so we're gonna fix that. And then we just have a little bit of electrical to do. Come over here to this box, I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. We got our raised ground right here, or a ground hump. We got some ground jumpers or pigtails. We're gonna put a screw in there and make up all our grounds, put our mud ring on, so the inspector's gonna be satisfied with all that. And I think that's about it, huh, Jordan? Oh, that's right. We got this shoe. Remember we had to cut this 2x4 wall out to get our drain in? So this shoe is made to go just like that. It's gonna protect the pipe from a nail or a screw, and it's also gonna strengthen the stud. We got one right here, and we got one right there. So it's coming up on 6 p.m. right now. I say let's get out our tools and work until we can't work anymore. Now check out how good this fits. Oh man, now look. Now that we did that to make it flush, now it's hitting the pipe and we're seesawing. All right, we'll do that one tomorrow. A couple of months ago, our good friends at Cooper Lighting sent us one of these halo kits. We actually did a video on this. It's their low voltage version. And what's different about this one is, not only is this part low voltage, it is switched via low voltage. And you're gonna find that sometimes like in a healthcare facility where they don't want 120 volts at the switch. They want there to be low voltage. And this might help you out if you ever encounter that. In your house, you're always gonna switch the black and the white, right? But on this light, we're gonna provide constant power to the black and the white and switch it via the pink and the purple. Now we did have to order a special low voltage switch. If you try to use a regular 120 volt switch or dimmer on this one, it's not gonna work. So we know the inspector's gonna wanna see this with our low voltage ran, so let's get it installed. All right, our 120 volt is all hooked up to the power pack. But remember, we got to get that switch leg up there. So we got to run a pink and a purple. Now we don't have that. So we're just going to use our MC cable and relabel the black and the white as pink and purple. They do make MC cable with low voltage wiring inside of it, but there's no point for us to buy a whole roll of that just for this little bit. So we're going to use what we have. But before we get started, we got to undo all this beautiful work. Why am I using scissors? Because my truck's a wreck. Man, I cannot get that lock nut started in this little bitty space right here. You got smaller fingers, you want to try it?
Hey.
What?
You want to go?
What you think? You got it?
I think I got it.
All right.
I think I'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
Easy. Just like that.
Perfect.
Boom.
Tighten her up.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right.
Nope.
Yep.
Not that one.
Nope, that's loosening.
Right.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
All right.
Right on.
Nice. Good job. What do you think, dude? Make white the pink and black the purple?
I like that.
All right. Purple. This thing's not so sharp anymore. We're just got to go perp. There we go.
Perp.
Got it. Fold that over to hold it. All right, cool. Tuck all these in there. All right, we were trying to hot wire this without the switch to make our lights work, to get some light in here, but we really need that switch. Those lights won't work without it. But we made a lot of great progress today. We had quite a list to work on, but I feel like tomorrow we can easily knock it out. But you know what, gang? Working nights has its perks. It's not all bad, right? Check out that beautiful sunset. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, it is the next day and we're ready to get back to work. We have 17 hours until our inspector gets here tomorrow morning and either passes us or fails us. So I want to get right to work and finish all the plumbing, and I want to get started right here at the water heater. Remember, we're going to stub out through this wall. This is an existing wall, so we got this 5/8 drywall, metal studs, and more drywall on the other side. So this isn't long enough to reach all the way through. So we're going to cut the end off and extend this just like we did over here for the kitchen sink. Let's get our soldering equipment and get right to work. Dude, I forgot this thing was empty. You stay here, I'll be right back.
All right.
What's it gonna take to get this inspection done? Now my truck's dead. This truck hasn't given me a problem ever since I've had it 4 years. Starts right up. Today, of all days, that's what I get.
Nice.
All right. All right, back in business. All right, guys, we're gonna let this cool off right here, and in the meantime, we're gonna make some plywood blocks to mount our stub outs to, just like we did on this 2x4 one here. We're gonna use plywood because a 2x is too thick, and this angle over here will stick outside the drywall. We'll show you what I'm talking about when we get over there. Oh my gosh. Is today Friday, man?
No, it's Wednesday.
Nothing's going right. I grabbed the wrong board. All right, dang it, back to the drawing board. All right, see, I can build things. Now let's put it in. All right, our block is in. Now let's drill through this other wall and see if we can hit some of the metal studs. That'd be par for the course the way this day's going, huh? All right guys, the PEX is all done. The water is on. You saw Jordan go around and put the clamps on it so it looks nice and tidy. We even looped together the hot water side with some 3/4 copper. So both sides are pressurized and we're looking great, no leaks. We got one more thing to do on the plumbing side, and that's this drain for this urinal. This is the wrong fitting here. Can't use a combo, got to use a sanitary T. See the difference between the sanitary T and this combo here? The opening in this pipe is lower than the opening up here, and that's against code. So we're just gonna cut all this out and replace it. Here we go. All right. All right, back in business.
Good job, man.
All right, we might beat sunset. No way.
Nah.
All right, all our plumbing is done. All we have left to do tonight, to get ready for the inspection is all our nail plates and our grounding screws and pigtails in our electrical boxes and the mud rings. Won't take long at all, but it's getting pretty dark in here. Let me turn off our trusty Craftsman LED. Check that out. This thing's kind of blinding for us when we look straight at it. So I say we just hang our 6 LEDs from Halo and light this place up. All right, gang, sun is set. The shop is dark. Let's see if our lights work. Got our low voltage switch put in. Boom. Nice. Now we can work all night, dude.
Great.
Great. All right, let's talk nail plates, nail stoppers. Not sure what you call them where you live. We usually call them nail plates around here. And here's what our inspectors want to see. They want to see these big ones. They want to see those down at the bottom. That's to protect the base plate here, the sill plate, obviously to protect that pipe, but it's also protecting this pipe if you're running baseboard and you happen to put a nail here, it's going to save that pipe. So we got to put those on the bottom, and the inverse is true at the top. If you're running crown, an errant low nail could pierce a pipe, so these have to be along the top plates. And we got the standard ones like this that everybody's seen. They're going to go in the middle just like that. Let's put them up. Get out of here. All right, we're all protected with our nail plates. I say the last thing we do today is put in all our grounding pigtails. You can buy these already made up like that with the ground screw. So I'm gonna put this in right there. Jordan's gonna come behind me, strip this ground, connect them all with a Wago, make sure we go upsize in a Wago so we have room for the ground from the device. All right, bud, let's get this done, get out of here. All right, guys, we got our job site all cleaned up, ready for the inspector, just like we like it, and we think we're ready. We've done everything we can think of to do, and our inspection is in T-minus 12 hours. Just enough time to head home, shower, eat, get some sleep, come back in the morning. But you know what I just remembered, bud? I bet my truck won't start. All right, we're gonna have faith that it will, but let's get out of here. You ever just want to go home, but all the powers that be prevent you from going home? That's what I feel like right now.
Come on. Oh, come on. Let's go! All right, well, you know it's going to be dead tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah. We got a 09 charging an 09. All right, let's get out of here, man. Alrighty guys, 3:30 in the afternoon and no show for the inspector yet. And in my experience, if they're not here by now, it's gonna be tomorrow. And as much as I really wanted to have that inspection today, I think I'm gonna go home and cancel it because I couldn't sleep last night. What was keeping me awake? Well, what could he fail us on? And two things kept coming to the forefront of my non-sleep night. And one of those things, I'm standing on it. It's this floor, right? He's got to be able to see the plumbing under here, what was done, and how the tie-in was made. So we're actually going to make a couple of cuts, and we're going to remove the plywood. The second thing he's going to want to see, especially on a commercial building, they're going to want to see a water test. We got the water on right here. Well, it's off now, but it was on. But the water test is on the sewer line. So all these have to be capped. Got to put an air bladder in the main line, stop it up, and then we fill this whole thing with water so he can be sure there are no leaks. All right, guys, we were hoping to end this video with a big celebration, a passed inspection, and a big win for Studpack. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but we're still going to take the win because Jordan and I are back making videos. It's what we love to do, and we thank you guys for hanging in there with us. And because we haven't posted in 3 weeks, if you smash that like button for us, it's really going to help us out with the good graces of YouTube. So go inspect your like button, make sure your inspector showed up, unlike ours, and smash it for us. Jordan and I would really appreciate that. So drop us down a comment, ask a question, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the very next Studpack video.